Hi everyone, it's Therese and I'm back with my third video. It was meant to be yesterday, ran out of time, but I'm here and I'm doing it. So this is another small company in the UK. They are based in Wales, and you've probably seen them in your Facebook feed. That's where I saw them, and they are Teddy Eva Scnts. I'm just going to hold up what they call a little teddy pot. And these guys kind of go for comedy, so they've got a completely different vibe to any other company that I've seen. That's probably why I bought from them. But Ross, I think, is one of the main guys. He's often doing kind of like funny Facebook kind of ads and stuff, and comedy is definitely what they go for. If you check out their website, you'll see why. The scent descriptions are often very silly. They don't actually say what's in them. So I've done a bit of a guess on what I thought I would like. But I've got some generic information to tell you first about the company, what I found, and then I'll go through the scents I bought, why I bought what I did, and how it did in my warms. So Teddy Eva Scnts, I've got my notes because there's loads that they do. So they do wax melts, which is what I've bought, but for any of the non-waxies out there, they do all sorts. They do room sprays, oils, candles, and they do the candle warmers. Don't know if you've seen them, but it's where you put your candle underneath it and it heats it from the top down, and it gives it helps your candle have more of a scent throw. Wax burners, reed diffusers, and then they've got like a bath and body section, soap sponges, shower gels, and them shower whips. Them shower whips are everywhere at the minute. So the shipping was £3.99, under £30. And what I will say is when I did my order, randomly, it didn't pick up my house number. So I got an email from kind of Royal Mail saying we ain't delivering it. So I contacted Teddy Eva, and straight away Ross was straight on the emails. He's like, yep, no worries, it'll come back to us and then we'll send it out free of charge. So that was my fault for not picking up that he didn't pick up the number of my house, but straight away solved it, no problems. So that was really cool customer service. So £3.99, under £30, free over that. And what they do is, like I say, these are called their teddy pots. So they're like their sample pots, and you can't really see it, but it's got like a little teddy bear underneath. So I bought 10 of those, but they do the clamshells as well. So these teddy pots are £1.65. They say it's about kind of like 17-ish grams of wax, and it should kind of send to your room for 20 to 24 hours. The clamshells are a typical 6 block, I think. They're around £5.49 depending on the scent, and they are 85 grams, and apparently they give over 100 hours of scent. So I didn't go for the clamshells. I was just checking things out, trying things out. So I went for these little teddy pots, and they've got different collections as well. So some of these are what I think is their bog standard collection. Some are in their wintry ones, but then they do they've been doing a masquerade one, which I've got some of these from. They've just released like an emo one. They had like a baby one, so like baby apple, baby powder, baby this. So they do lots and lots of fun stuff, and I think they do all of the scent categories. So they do like the fruity, the food and drink, the bakery, the fresh, everything. They do loads of options. So it's soy wax, and I'll describe it in a minute, but it's 100% soy wax and vegan and cruelty free. So let's get into what I did. So this one, let's just start with this one, which is Desert Noir. I on purpose, I haven't looked at the scent notes for any of these because there isn't any that I could actually tell you what's in them. But I'll tell you what they smell like, tell you what I got. And the wax type for this was similar to Scentsy, but a little bit harder. So what I did is I cut like this pot in half, and I did half in each of the warmer of a room. So I knew it wasn't going to send to the room because it's not enough wax, but I wanted to at least see how it melted. It was roughly maybe about kind of 3/4 of a cube of wax, maybe a cube. So I wanted to see how it melted, and I wanted to see how it did, and I wanted to get a bit of a sense of the smell. So a lot of these ended up smelling quite kind of like woodsy manly, which again is, I suppose, is my scent preference, but again I was guessing what it would smell like. But yeah, so Desert Noir, I did this one in my bedroom because I knew I liked the smell of it, and in the element warmers, and it kind of struggled to melt in there, I'm not gonna lie. So I've got the Succulent, which is the strongest performer one I've got, and the other one was the Mother's Day one last year with kind of like the dandelion stuff on it. So struggled to melt, but I could smell it and it was nice. But because it struggled to melt, it was obviously difficult to clear out, as we've had with other wax melts. But the smell is really good. Like the blends are really, really nice. Again, difficult to describe apart from kind of like a sultry bedroom, manly, unisex kind of smell. Not perfume, not cologne, just nice. kind of, I suppose, cashmere and corduroy kind of vibes, but very, very good blend, but just a shame that it didn't melt in there. Next one, you guys know, lemon and lavender. Of course, I'm going to do it if it's available. Again, half this, and I did half in my 15 watt mini and half in a 20 watt bulb. It did really well in there, actually. Weirdly, it melted a lot better in the 15 watt mini, but I think it's because the bulb was closer to the bottom of the dish. So I'm not really sure, and obviously kind of the amount of wax. But that was a really, I would say it was light to medium, but it kept going and it was really nice. So when I walked in the kitchen, I could smell it. And I kept that one going for like 2 days. So that one was a really, really good one. And again, a very good blend. Really, really nice. No complaints about that. Next one is Starry Night. Apparently this is one of their best sellers. I don't think they're weirdly a bit of a fan of this one based on the website, but I can see why. It's kind of, it's not jammy time, but it's kind of along that bedroom kind of scent. Again, I can't tell you what's in it, but nighttime, relaxing, cozy, comfortable. And again, a very, very nice blend. Again, I did do this one in the bedroom. This one did melt a little bit better. And I think I could get light to medium for about 2 days. But again, I just really enjoyed the scent. So I kind of let it go for as long as I could. And yeah, and enjoyed it for what it was. It's just a shame that kind of, like I say, it was just sometimes struggling to melt. Next one was Winter's Mint. I really like Silver Bells and kind of wintry mint smells, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's definitely along that lines. It's probably kind of like a brighter, it's a brighter mint, and this one's not edible, so it's definitely kind of like tree and mint. Really nice. I did this one in the kitchen, and it really, really struggled in there, I'm not going to lie. So it smells really good in here, but I could barely smell it. Oh, dodgy hair, as per usual. Anyway, could barely smell this one. So it did melt. Again, better in the 15 watt mini than the 20 watt, but it melted enough. But yeah, didn't get much scent through from that one. So maybe that was just a light scent. Next one I did was Oud Oasis. Of course, it smells like wood. I think that's pretty much what it says on the website. Very earthy, wood, oud, sandalwood. Again, very, very good blend, but this one really struggled to melt. I did this in this spare room, which is kind of the Tilia Mini, which I don't think is a strong, Element. I don't think it's the strongest one in the world. This is the full-size Element, and the Mountain Sky 20 watt, and they didn't really melt. So it smells really, really good, but the wax didn't really pull out at all. Next one is Swan Lake. So again, I think this was part of a collection that they were doing. And the blends are so good. Honestly, the scents are really, really good. They're blended really well, but they're quite sophisticated. They're all kind of quite full and quite rich. So yeah, so this one I did in the lounge, actually, and this was one of the best ones that I did. And the 225 watt bulb warmers. And I had friends and company visiting, and we all commented that we really liked this one when we walked in. So again, surprisingly, because of how much wax there was, it was never going to kind of really scent all of the room, but it did. This one did really well. It did melt out, like pull out, and I would say this one lasted, I think it was for the day, which, to be fair, that wasn't too bad for the scent throw that we got, so that one was really good. This one is part of their, it's not available anymore, I can't find anything about it, but it's at the Night Court. I think it was part of their Masquerade collection. And this one, it reminds me of, oh, it was on the tip of my tongue then, I can't think of it. Kind of like Blue Sage and Tonka, kind of like along those lines. So kind of like a more earthy, woodsy kind of vibe. And again, it was another one, sadly, that when I put it in here, it didn't warm, it didn't melt out. So I did, as the week went on, kind of realise where not to put these. But yeah, this one, not my favourite scent, just because I think the others were better. But again, another kind of earthy, manly, woodsy kind of one. Mistress Noir. So again, another one. And I think the scent description of this one on the website is hilarious. It doesn't tell you anything, but it's like a dominatrix. What does that smell like? But anyway, very funny people. But again, very good blend, unisex kind of perfume, kind of cologne kind of thing. Very, very nice. Again, they're all hard to describe, but they are very, very lovely, lovely scents. And these last two, I believe, are based on, I'm going to butcher this, the Sol de Janeiro collection. They're different numbers, I know that. So I think one of them, oh God, I'm going to tell you, you'll have to have a little look. But yeah, Violet Nights is one of them. Maybe number 63, make that up. Again, very nice blend. And what I did with this one is, because I realised what was happening as the week went on, is I just put this one as an entire like puck, I suppose, pot in the mini in the kitchen, and it melted fine. And it was quite nice in there. It was a good kind of medium, to be honest. So yeah, it handled that in there really well. If you're familiar with the Sol de Janeiro, I've never smelled any of them, so I don't know how close this is to them. But it's just a very nice scent. So if it's based on that, I'm pretty sure, like, so far, if something said it's been a dupe, then it kind of has been. I'm just not very good at remembering which number it is. And then a different number, After Hours. So again, on the website, it does say which one they're meant to be. 76, 63, not sure. But none of these ones was like the original Bum Bum Cream thing. But again, just very nice, summery, kind of sultry. They've all got kind of like that sultry edge. I don't know how they do it, but it's very good. And this one, I tried in my bedroom again. It did do okay in there, to be fair. It did do okay. So I'm not sure why sometimes it melted and sometimes it didn't. But what I would say is, and obviously I didn't have enough, I was just like chopping the wax in half and doing them in the warmers in the room to try and get the most out of it. So I didn't do any of these in the tea light, but I think they would do well there. The wax was soft enough, I would say. So I think, again, hotter warmers on these ones, it's a shame because they have got such good blends, and they've got such good choice as well. They've got oodles on the website. So if you've got tea lights, hotter warmers than me, maybe try the Teddy Pots to start with to see how you go. They do 10% when you sign up on the newsletter, but I swear it went up to 15% as well. I definitely got an offer on these, and I just got those 10. I didn't get any others, but they do sample pots, sample boxes, and you can pick your own and all sorts. So I'd say, again, very good company. Not my forever company, I'm afraid. I'm still looking for something that is melting really well no matter where I put it in my house. But they were very good customer service. The shipping was really cheap. Well, $3.99 is kind of the standard I'm finding. It's kind of Royal Mail tracked from what I can see. So yeah, all very good, but just not melting enough in my warmers for me, I'm afraid. So still searching, but at least you are now up to date with where I have finished reviewing, and I am currently going through lots of scents of a new possible fave. But I will put my next video up once I've kind of got through at least like a week's worth of melting and tell you what they were like. But yeah, very excited about the new ones. But yeah, thank you again for watching. And again, thank you for everyone who's liked and subscribed. Yay, I've got 50 subscribers. Woo! Anyway, small things. Cheers very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.